Alright, so it's been like a month since I've made a video, like a while, more than a month probably by at this point. But over these like past few weeks, honestly, I feel like I've been doing a lot of good, honestly. And I just kind of wanted to leave this video here as some sort of help to anyone who is just struggling with a lot as of now, as I was like for many months before this. I'm sorry if the lighting is bad. It's like, okay, there. That's good lighting. But I've been pretty good. I've been having pretty good days, I guess. I don't know. I hope you've all been having really good days. I've been a lot better, honestly. Like, a lot better since the last time you saw me. I don't have anything to smoke right now. I just smoked my last blunt, like, yesterday, bro. And I've been wanting one for the longest, dude. I don't know if I'm gonna buy any more weed, though, for a while, though. Because I kind of want to, like, distance. I don't know. I feel like it's taking up a lot of who I am as a person. I feel like weed is taking a lot from me as a person. So I kind of want to just take a break from all of that and just focus on who I am as a person and just being me. Like, living life sober, basically. Just, I don't know. I've been making more music. I've been trying to make more videos, but it's just like, it's not stressful. It's the fact that I don't have a good enough camera or any kind of like, I don't have enough space on my phone for this, is what I'm trying to say. Like, every time I record a video, it takes a good chunk of my space, and all of my space is gone, and then I can never record another video. I've also been freaking drawing a lot more, honestly. Like, I've been trying to get more back into art and fashion and stuff like that. Like, stuff that I was already used to and into. Not used to, but into. Like, I was already interested in it, but I kind of like fell out of it in a way. Fell out of love with it. I lost interest for a lot of things over these past few months, and it's just been like really stressful trying to push myself while being like out of interest, I don't want to say motivation because I don't like that word, but what I wanted to talk about today was something that I've been thinking of for like many months. It's just, okay, so the title of this video is going to be you versus you. So essentially it's me versus me. Like, I don't know how to explain it more than that, but if you get it, you get it. Oh, I'm going to try to explain it more than that, but if you don't get it, then I'm sorry. But essentially, I just want to try to help more people who are basically like, okay, so what I think in my mind is, I think that we are all, like, us as human beings are our own worst enemy. I think that I am my own worst enemy, in a way. Like, the things that I do, bad habits, addiction, stuff like that. I think that is me trying to put myself further in a hole that I'm not supposed to be in. It's sort of a versus against yourself, if you will, if that makes any sense to you. It makes sense to me because, I mean, I guess it just depends on who you are and how you think of yourself. Like, okay, so in my mind, I have like, it's basically like, I feel like there's another me trying to pull me away from what I'm actually supposed to be doing, from my true purpose, from what I love to do. And that thing that's pulling me away, it's sort of a negative body of me. Like, do you understand what I mean? Like, it's basically the other side of me trying to pull me away from my true self, if that makes any sense. And recently, I've been realizing like a lot more. I've been trying to stay focused on like everything that I love, getting all these distractions out of the way, like just literally living life. That's all I've been trying to do, is just enjoy what I do, like do what I enjoy most and just live my life, be there for people who love me, etc., stuff like that. It's like it's the same thing with addiction. Like, say you're addicted to cigarettes or coke or anything like that, any kind of hard drug. I'm not saying cigarettes is a hard drug, but it's an example. But basically, it's like when you're an addict, you're telling yourself that it's your last time over and over, but in your mind, you're not sure if that's actually your last time. Like, you're not firm on it. So it's like, it's kind of like you battling yourself. Like, you're saying that it's your last time, but in your head, you're thinking that, like, oh, I might just have to do this again. It'll be the last time next time. Something like that. It's like, it's all your choice, dude. There's no, like, mysterious force pushing you to go relapse and do this. It's literally your choice. You choose to do whatever it requires for you to do the relapse. You chose to do that. You took the steps necessary to get back to the point of relapse. So instead of doing that every time, like, just falling into if you do that, if that happens multiple times, you basically just fall into like a pit, if that makes sense. It's just a cycle of relapsing and trying over and over and over until you realize that the problem is yourself. You're the one making the choice to relapse. There's nothing making you. The urges aren't stronger than you. You are stronger than yourself. So why go feed back into something that you get nothing out of? It doesn't add up in my mind, but at the same time, I still go back and make these mistakes. So it's like, I'm trying to help other people to not make these mistakes, but at the same time, the lighting, I'm sorry. But at the same time, it's like, we're all human. We're gonna make mistakes. So it's like, you just have to learn from your mistakes. Like, that's probably what you've heard all your life, but it's literally true. Like, you have to dig into your mistakes. You have to look into your mistakes to see what went wrong, where it went wrong, things like that. Find the root problem, the root cause of everything. Once you get rid of the root cause, that's when everything else goes with it. That's when everything comes back to you. That's when you feel like your true self again, if that makes sense. Now, I am in no way telling you that I'm not saying this so you can feel bad about yourself and call yourself your own worst enemy. It's nothing like that. I'm saying this in a way that you should learn from your own mistakes. All of that negativity and stuff piled up inside your head, you should sit down and really process it. Figure out what's causing that negativity. Like, you have to get yourself out of that. You can't rely on anyone else to get you out of that. You have to get yourself out. It's not on anyone else but you. That's what I'm trying to explain. Like, it's not a self-hatred thing for me. Like, I know that I'm my own worst enemy, but I don't hate myself. It's like I'm not saying like therapy, but it's therapeutic in a way to know that I'm learning from myself. Even though I'm my own worst enemy, I'm still learning information and knowledge from that own worst enemy. If I wasn't my own worst enemy, I wouldn't be who I am today. It's me who created that. It's you who created who you are today. Like, do you understand that? That's what I'm getting at. And a lot of people don't understand that. They think it's everything else around them. They think it's all of this stuff around them that's causing them to do this or do that, or it's because they're in a bad environment. But I mean, I won't say that bad environments and stuff like that doesn't influence like bad behavior and relapsing, stuff like that. But I think that your own willpower, like your own human willpower is stronger than what someone else can say to you or what people around you are doing. It's literally just all your choice. It depends on nothing else but you. So it's like all of these, I'm sorry, the lighting, but it's like all of these dreams and goals you have that you want to chase. It's like, why not just live it right now? If you were to just put all the distractions aside and literally just do what you want. Literally not chase. I don't want to say chase. That's a bad word. But I'm not saying chase what you desire, I'm not saying it like that. That's a bad thing. I think that you should live in the way to acquire those things. All the things you want to acquire, you should live in the you should live in the way you want to acquire those things. It's not a straight line to these things. You don't just run straight behind it. You don't run straight to something else or something like that the moment something doesn't work out. You have to stick with one thing and just keep moving out, because there's levels to all of it. Like, I'm not saying that the levels to me don't mean what level to other people mean. It's not a ranking. It's just a progression bar for me. Like, leveling, the level thing doesn't mean it doesn't mean being on top of each other and who's below. It means progression. It shows progression. There's no competition. So it's like, the more you go up, the more you should, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's literally the same with everything in this world, dude. Like, there's literally just levels to all of it. Like YouTube, music, SoundCloud, fashion, freaking weed companies, bro. Like, all of this. It's like everyone sees it as a competition. But imagine if you didn't see it as a competition and you were just all right alongside each other going up. Like, it's you yourself, me, you looking at someone else as competition is literally what is holding you back from being better. It's one of the things that's holding you back from being better, besides yourself. You looking at other people as competition. Because it's not a competition. It's your own life. You're supposed to be focused on yourself and what you're doing, what you want to accomplish, not worrying about if you're above someone else or below them. It doesn't work like that.